listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. Thanks for coming back. I'm just going to do the typical thing that people say, push the subscribe button, please, and the like, and make comments, and interact with us. And
just interact with us.
Please, for the love of God, somebody talk to me.
Unbelievable.
I'm so lonely.
Everybody's outeracting and no one's interacting.
I know.
We need some, get the inside.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, I hate that part.
So wait, you're a licensed comedian?
Oh yeah, I'm Nikki Davis Jr. I'm a licensed comedian and a stand-up esthetician. I've been doing facial work. I can say it. I can't do it.
Facial.
Alex, producer, just gave me the funniest look. Like, okay, you don't know what you're doing.
Facial. It's facial.
It's facial.
Facial.
That's how you guys didn't know that.
Well, it's racist, so it's facial.
Facial, right. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, 25 years, blah, blah, blah. Everything I say, I'm not a doctor. Just keep reminding yourself
Everything
of
I
that.
say, I'm not a doctor.
Just keep reminding yourself of that. And today we're going to talk about adhesions. I want to get that part out of the way.
Huh.
And so,
what are just give me a brief synopsis. What are adhesions?
I'll give you a brief synopsis once we get going. How about that?
I like it.
Okay.
I have to be told what to do.
Yeah. Well, by the way, this is Sandro Yocolano, as always.
I didn't choose that name. Nikki just gave it to me.
Junior.
So, yep, I'm a junior.
He's my my Sherpa boyfriend, co-host.
Yep.
He set all of these lovely blankets up for us.
I took them out of the suitcase and I put them on the couch. So
everywhere we go, we redecorate a little bit.
Yeah, everywhere.
We brought the balls. We always like to bring our balls.
Yeah.
See the balls?
I love those balls, and I'm going to need where to locate those.
Oh, absolutely.
I will send you links.
Yeah.
Please. Also, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and all of our communication now is in the form of jokes about balls. So
perfect.
And I'm also very appreciative of this tactile sensation of your blankets that you have introduced. Yeah. I feel at home. Good. I feel cozy.
You're not even over invited. On the couch yet. Yeah, you are invited for sure.
Thank you for inviting me and including me. I shall let you continue your introduction. I just want to like get in there and
perfect.
Just swim with you.
You are, and I'm glad you're in the water with us right now.
Thank you.
We needed a third.
Yeah, it's all we're all flowing. It's all good. Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I've been eating I say eating a smoothie because I put celery. What's that stuff called? The pulp. And didn't realize now I have to chew it. So if you find any seeds or anything in my teeth, will you please let me know?
I'll let you know.
Or if you see it, put it in the comments. If you see any, like there's like those, what are the black seeds I put in there?
Oh yeah,
Chia seeds. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, they always end up in the sides of my
chia seeds.
If you ate enough of those, would they? Oh no, because there's no sunlight inside your body. I keep forgetting there's no sunlight.
Oh, right.
You wouldn't be able to grow them inside your body, right?
If you put a black light up your butt,
yeah,
like what was suggested during COVID.
Yeah, genius.
That was suggested, right?
To grow.
Yeah, because then you can have them. You can have them just in your anus, right? And then
Uranus, please.
Uranus. Sorry.
It's a family show.
I keep forgetting it's still a planet. But yeah, Uranus, and then you can have the seeds, and then put some, and then maybe like because what is it? Would get some sun where it doesn't shine, kick you where the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah, kick you where the sun don't shine.
But people don't assume that people could also be bent over with their butts open.
Right, and you could create like your own little hothouse in your asshole.
Exactly. Instead of a greenhouse, you'd have a hothouse.
Yeah.
And then you could have little chia seeds growing.
Yeah, that's like a good name for a band, Hothouse Asshole.
Hothouse Asshole. Yeah. You get the Butthole Surfers cousins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Opening for the Butthole Surfers.
Yeah, the Hothouse Assholes.
Butt house.
So let me know, please.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
You don't have any chia seeds in there.
No, or anything. No. Just make sure there's nothing organic other than my teeth and gums in my mouth, please.
I almost took a phone call. And I didn't.
Just now?
Yeah, because it was Amazon.
Jesus. Oh, it was Amazon.
And
I had a gift for you, by the way, and Amazon has it in their truck. So I will need to get your address, guest, and give you your just tiny little thing.
It's all right. I will accept tiny Venezuelan children
perfect
at my house. I don't need to take them in my car right now.
I have the perfect size envelope for one.
I think the driver was a little Venezuelan boy.
Oh, yeah?
Who was delivering stuff.
I've never been to Venezuela. I would love to go to South America,
That's
but I'm
beautiful.
afraid of being kidnapped, beheaded, or having to eat my friends in the Andes Mountains.
Those are all really valid fears.
That's pretty much what they tell us about South America and what we know. That's so
And
true.
Nazis. There's also
and
like a
Nazis.
heavy
Yeah.
Nazi.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nazis fled to South America.
Yep. There's a lot of people I know from Europe that they fled to. I know a lot of my family went from Italy, or not my family, but to Argentina or like Australia or whatever. And then same thing. A lot of people migrated down to South America during like slavery and whatnot. I don't know why
Why did you say your
Slavery and
slavery.
whatnot.
Why did you say your family at first?
Whatnot.
That was weird.
Sorry, I shouldn't say whatnot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was really whatnot. It's not a.
We're not sponsored by
Whatnot is a very-
colloquialisms. Yeah.
It's a very pervasive colloquialism,
Yes.
and we all use it,
Yeah.
and it always amuses me.
And it's complete. Yeah, because it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
I could just be like and then I don't have to say whatnot
Or
because
it's like sprinkles on a cupcake on like if you ever see sprinkles on like red velvet, it's like they're and whatnot, because like the cream cheese filling is totally what you came for.
right.
yeah, that's hilarious. I love that.
The sprinkles, I would assume, get lost in the cream cheese anyways.
Yeah.
It like overpowers.
I don't
the
even want to
sprinkles.
eat the cake. Just
Yeah.
give me I don't even want the sprinkles. Just give me the tub of icing.
We can
The
just
tub
give
of-
you some.
yeah.
What's the name of a cream cheese brand?
Philadelphia.
We can just hand you like a little cup of
Philadelphia
Philadelphia
cream cheese brand.
Yeah.
Oh, but Dolly Parton.
Mhm.
I just for people who can't see me, I just motioned to my breasts.
Yeah, you were reminding yourself of who you were talking
of who
about.
I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
I was
right.
like,
Okay.
who am I talking about? Dolly Parton, who is the Captain America of our universe.
Yes, I
Mhm.
agree with you.
Mhm.
But with kindness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You
love
know?
that so much.
Mhm.
And I feel like I'm totally throwing your show into like a group of tangents.
No, this is what
That's
we do
the name.
here.
That was the other name we were going to use for this podcast. Is a group of tangents.
A group of tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And we were gonna also like have a bunch of tangerines behind us, but not ever draw any attention. No attention to it. If people got it, then they got it. If not, didn't matter.
Tangerines.
Yeah,
Tangent.
Yeah.
Tangerine.
Yeah, and we'll have them like tangentials. We'll be like a tangentleman.
Oh, who
yeah.
has tangenitals?
Nice. Nice.
You know what's
orange
funny? When you
balls.
said tangenitals, I pictured George Hamilton in my face. I don't know why.
In your face?
He must have to have
Wait, you pictured him
tangenitals
in your face? You didn't picture him in your
Well,
head?
behind my eyes.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson actually said that in order to boost his manhood, he would tan his genitals.
Yes. Didn't he say something about his genitals and his butthole or something like that? Or
Oh well,
Really?
there you go, full
Ah,
circle.
Yeah.
He's got stuff coming out of his butthole. I guess. Yeah,
That's
like a
what's been
greenhouse
quoted on
coming
the-
out of his
Quoted on
butthole.
the news.
See, that's what they
Yeah.
say. If it doesn't come out of your butthole, it comes in the form of a bow tie. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the people, if they have bow tie,
They
it means
do
they're
say
getting.
that.
Yeah, it's like the upside down. Pineapple signifies like swingers. The bow tie signifies tangenitals.
Oh my god, that's why every time I wear my upside down pineapple dress, everybody like wants to have sex with me and my husband. I was like,
I wanted to have sex with you and your husband the first night we met you. As a matter of fact, I told
Mhm.
you
thank you.
after I saw you guys
Mhm.
together, I was like, you guys look like a couple you would see like explaining how to give each other orgasms.
On real sex. That's what you said.
Thank
I
Or on like
remember.
YouTube.
On you. Oh, YouTube.
yeah, like
sure.
like a
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I did post today because it's the Olympics. I did say that just like other Olympians, my husband and I chalk up before sex, and then my mother-in-law liked the comment. So
Oh my
good for
God.
you,
She
Linda
loves chalk,
Barnes.
so.
Yeah, and it's very cool. I love my mother-in-law. Everybody has a complicated relationship with their
Mhm.
mother-in-law. I love my mother-in-law. She has seen me breastfeed. She has seen me shirtless while breastfeeding and then
Aw.
swing around too rapidly and the boob like lose control and hit someone.
This is a great visual.
Like a slinky, like a slinky filled with milk. I love my mother-in-law. She's great. I'm so glad I have her instead of my actual mother as my mother-in-law,
Oh,
which would be
yeah.
a fucking pain in the ass.
By the way, Liz doesn't have any children. She just was
I just
breastfeeding.
breastfeeding
lactate.
somebody. Yeah, yeah.
I just lactate.
Anyways,
for the community.
let's switch you guys.
I want to know more.
I want to hear all
here's
of
the
it,
thing,
but I want to look at you anymore.
That's
I
what
wanna
I'm
look
saying.
at her.
I want people to see her tell the story.
Absolutely, yes.
Because this is fantastic. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we only just met, like maybe like what, like a month ago or so, something like that.
I know of our guest.
Mhm.
I finally met the guest like a month ago, and she is fucking hilarious. And I
On the
knew
floor,
it because
yeah.
I was aware of her. So, and then in person, it's even, that's the best way to enjoy stand-up comedy. Go out to a show. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the best. You watch it on Netflix, it's fine, but no, you got to be there to enjoy it.
Yeah, don't
'Cause
watch
it's-
podcasts.
Don't watch
Well, you were fucking hilarious.
point.
Also, if I do not mind,
Well-
if you do not mind, if I do not mind you me telling me who's
Exactly.
gonna say so.
You don't
But-
mind if you do.
But like my husband and I were laughing our asses off at your set, and I was like, that guy's fucking hilarious, and
that's cool.
I'm so excited that you think I'm funny too.
Oh my God.
Because
Yeah.
I had like
We were
I have
dying.
like a fucking comedy crush, you know,
Aw.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Oh my
oh, I
goodness.
totally, I'm like, oh, that person's very, very funny. I'm trying not to be like, oh, I base my self-worth on the assessment of other people that I respect. But when like you see somebody kill,
Yeah, and then
Oh,
they
that's
think
cool.
you're
and then
funny.
they think you're funny too. It's
so
like,
much of it is just a connection. It's
All
just
right.
being like,
Yeah.
You guys,
okay, yeah.
all right.
you can go home together later. But in the
Okay.
meantime, let's bring her out.
I'm down.
You guys coming to the couch right now, Liz Stewart.
No, you're fine, fine.
Liz Stewart.
Hello.
Oh, you guys look really nice
I
together.
had no idea how this happened.
Yeah.
I just sit on couches regardless of whether or not they have people on.
Well, this couch does slip, so it's
Yeah.
probably the best support
Uh-huh.
to have another person underneath you.
All right, get off my
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
You guys look a little too cute together. Thank you so much for coming, Liz Stewart. Sorry, we interrupted her mid-story. She was talking
Hello.
about your husband, right? You are married. Or
I
you're-
am
okay.
married.
And then you were you met doing. Tell me something about. Okay, start
Sketch
over.
comedy.
okay.
Yeah.
I met my husband,
Uh-huh.
who is very attractive, and
He is.
I
Sorry, but
I
he is.
met
Yeah.
him,
Oh,
and your
yes.
husband is also attractive.
Thank
I'm
you.
not a predator.
No.
You were also attractive.
Thank
if
you.
y'all want to swing, I'll talk to my husband
All
about
right.
it.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
get a
talk.
sitter.
Yeah. Get
Um,
a sitter. That's such a sexy thing
we
to say,
have
by the way.
I have to get a sitter if I'm going to be a swinger.
That's a lot of
We
work.
should totally get like a swingers for sitters or sitters for swingers, kind
Oh,
of like it would be
yeah.
a symbiotic relationship.
I love that.
But I met my husband when his best friend, his brother from another mother, because he's an only child.
Mhm.
And he was raised with another guy who's an only child, right? Like they went to college together. And I worked with his friend, and it was right when I moved to LA, and I was single, and my now husband had just gotten out of a long-term relationship. And when I worked with his friend Mike, I was a hostess over at the Stinking Rose, and
Uh-huh.
I'd get there. I love the Stinking Rose. I love garlic, and
Mhm.
I'd have to get there at it was like 9:00 in the morning, and so from 9 until 10, I'd be there by myself, answering calls, and I'd be working on my comedy jokes right at the host
Mhm.
stand, right? And my comedy jokes, 'cause there are other kind of jokes, right?
Your drama jokes.
My drama jokes, my dramedy jokes, my rom-com
Tragedy.
jokes. And so I'd be working on my jokes, and then Mike would walk in, like, and right at 10:00, I'd be like, Mike, I gotta tell you a joke. I'm working on a joke about like, okay, what if like, like a cheetah is married to like a rabbit, and he's like, please just talk to me in an hour. He's like, give me an hour.
It's 9 a.m.
I just walked in. You've been here for an hour. Talk to the hot sauces, because there's a wall of hot sauces in front of the host stand.
I love that.
Talk to
Talk to the
them.
hot sauces. That should be on a shirt.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
I like that,
should.
Yeah.
No explanation needed.
Talk to the hot sauces, And then in an hour, I'll come back to the host stand. And he'd set up the bar. And then in an hour, he'd come back and I'd be like, so Mike, I figured it out, my punchline. and that was my life for like, a couple of months. And then Coop came in and they were celebrating that Mike's wife just got into the actor's studio. And she's a really great actress. And then I saw Coop. And I didn't think about it in like a sexual way. I mean, obviously he's an attractive guy, but I was like, I'm not even like into that market right now,
That's always when it happens, though.
Yeah. But when I saw him and I talked to him, I was like, oh, like the little blue ball of my soul, like recognized his little blue ball in his soul.
I love that.
And it was like, my soul was like, hey, I know you. Yeah, it was like this. It was like, hey, I remember you.
It turned red when you put it next to you.
And then, yeah. And
there
it
we
was
go.
like,
Wow,
here
wow.
we are.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, I recognize you. And it was the same for him. He was like, hey, I recognize you.
That's
And he's really great. And is he on board for every insane, I'm not going to say insane, questionable idea I have? No. Does he think I should be able to take our 8-year-old daughter to go see Deadpool and Wolverine? No. But I think it would be fun. But I don't think she'd, he's great. So that's how we met. So then
Do and take your ball.
I like how you were like
thank you.
almost like it's like I thought you were like a Magic 8 Ball thing where you're like,
Yeah,
is he,
I know, yeah.
is he gonna be
Is
in for every
he-
questionable thing? Yeah.
It's not in the cards.
It's
Right.
not in the cards. So then Coop was looking for somebody for his sketch comedy group that he was looking to fund. Looking to fund and looking to like put on a pilot for, and this is back when like people were like, hey man, I'm gonna put on a pilot and that's how I'm gonna get discovered, right? And his friend was like, you gotta see this girl go do stand up. And so they both came and he was like, hey, you want to be in my group? And I was like, sure. And then I was like, hey, he was giving me the hey, and I was like, hey, I'm like totally not interested in the hey. I'm like, like everybody leave me alone. And then like, I remember I touched his arm and his arm is just like fucking thick dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Like it's all like fucking like muscle. And and because he was like, oh, I'm just this skinny, I'm just this skinny nerd. And then I grabbed where his tricep was and I could feel like his tricep through his suit jacket.
Oh my God.
And I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, okay, calm down. Right. And then like the next time I saw him, I was like, hey, here's the deal. We should fuck. Because I'm not like one of those chicks who's like, oh, I like beat around the bush about stuff, I'm like, hey, this is what I want. Like, let's just go ahead and do this. And obviously, if we're going to be working together, we should fuck it out so that we can work it out.
Fuck it out is my favorite expression now.
That's what politicians do.
Yeah.
Every politician you've seen has had sex with each other, so they just get it out of the
I
system.
love that.
Yeah.
I love
Smart.
that. I love that
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham finally ggets to live his best life.
Yes. He doesn't have to hide it.
And so I was like, yeah, let's just fuck it out. And he was like, I'm not like in the mood to be in a monogamous relationship. And I was like, I get it, you just got out of a relationship where you were, in for like 4 years. And I'm sure you have like so much to learn out there that I've already acquired the knowledge of. So like this would be purely entertainment for me. And I want you to get out there and live your best life. And then he was like, oh my God, you're going to get it now. And then, so I like shit talked him into like having sex with me for 6 hours.
Wow.
And then like the 3 girls he was dating prior to that all got cut loose, and then I was like, thank God I lost his number, because he gave me his number and I didn't call him for 10 days.
After you had sex?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He went to he was on his way, like we had sex for 6 hours, and then I left so that he could go to Hawaii with his family, with his mom and his dad. And then he was going to be gone, for 2 weeks. And apparently he kept calling me, but like my phone number got disconnected because it was under the name of my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Who apparently heard a message saying, hey, this is thanks for the sex. Call me back.
Wow.
So I never got the messages.
That's nice. He thanked you though.
Yeah, thank you.
Some people don't. Yeah.
Thank you. And then I found the piece of paper that I had written on it, had written his number on like 10 days later. And then I called him, and then he was like, I thought you didn't like me.
Aw.
And
This is all
then-
really good. You had him like...
You building intrigue, not
Yeah.
even like just accidental or
Super smart.
I'm so
incidental.
glad I not lost his number.
Yes.
Because I would have called him like before the semen even dried on my chest. I would have been like,
Why are you calling me? That's
you're
hilarious.
right here. We're in the
right
same
here.
room. Hello. I'm so glad that like
That's fucking
my
please
God.
never ever air this. I don't need my mother-in-law loves it. Well, she doesn't love it, but she tolerates it. So yeah. So
We're not recording any audio, by the way. This is just visual.
Okay, good.
It's like a
We're gonna
mystery
dub
science
this
theater
in.
people do. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dig him, and we have a great kid, and he's a great
Aw.
dad, and he will let me show our 8-year-old Predator or Alien or Aliens. He's like, she needs another 2 years.
Okay. It is scary.
It is scary.
Mm-hmm.
He won't let me show her MacGruber either. Like,
That's
'cause
scary in a
it's
different way.
solid, it's a solid R.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
okay,
And
yeah.
he's like, and I got her I got me/her a book on how to swear in different
Oh, I
languages.
love that.
And he's like, what are you trying to do to me? He's like, but he's a really, 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 really good man. And I love him.
You're getting a
lot.
divorce. Okay.
We are getting a
Divorce.
divorce. This is
Yeah.
this is the time I'm going to announce it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing to bond with your daughter over, though, is like the swearing
Mhm.
in different languages, but you're also teaching another language. So she might be like, oh,
Right.
I know how to say fuck in, Indonesian. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then she might want to like, that might spark her to like want to learn other languages.
That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, she ran into the bathroom while my husband was using the bathroom, and she called him a butthole in Spanish.
Oh my God.
And then my husband was like, "Stop it!" He's like, "Liz, stop it." But at least she's learning a different language.
Yeah, it's
you know?
I
important.
love that.
And it's great because she'll run up and she'll be like, "How do you say?" And I'm like, "Como se dice?
Mhm. Yeah.
You're a butthole in Espanol." And like, and then we'll work through it. Like,
That's like a
she's-
real life Rosetta Stone.
yeah.
Like real moments.
Mhm.
And it's great because like
Yeah.
when I was growing up, I had bad parents, but they at least like let us have a bad word of the day.
Oh,
You
wow.
know?
That sounds pretty liberal.
Very liberal. They also gave us alcohol and drugs.
Why are you saying they're bad parents? I'm trying to figure out.
From birth.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, I see. The drugs and alcohol weren't because it was a party. It was because, hey, do your own thing.
It was like a we need you to be quiet.
Mm.
Okay.
So we're gonna give you some wine when you're a toddler,
children. Oh, wow.
Oh,
or
okay.
Benadryl in your food so that we can sleep.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
That's a movie.
Like it wasn't like a cool drug relationship. Although I do remember like our best family moments were the whole family like smoking pot and having Molson Golden.
Molson Golden.
Oh man, Molson.
Molson Golden while eating ninfas, which is like the best Tex-Mex restaurant you'll ever find, and watching Monty Python.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they're pretty cool, but yeah, except for the Benadryl and the food part.
Yeah. Saturday nights were good nights.
Yeah, Monty Python, and that seems like it's pretty chill. I dig that, but the Benadryl is just that's.
Unless you had allergies.
I almost feel like that's like
I did not have allergies.
That's good. It didn't work out. I almost feel like that's like Don. I never watched Mad Men, but I feel like that's how like Don Draper would be like a dad. Would be like, just give the little one some whiskey and put him to sleep or whatever. Or just,
7 and 7.
Yeah, a little Quaalude. Yeah, I gotta go party with the secretary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like very like old world, you know? We just got back from England and Scotland, and I'm a Stewart.
Yeah, that's right.
Even though I married into the family Barnes, I did inform my husband that he is an honorary Stewart. And which is very cool. I forgot like how badass the Stewart family is,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like the royal Stewarts were they prided themselves on getting mad enough to burn your church down.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, there's a guy called the Wolf of Badnook.
The Wolf of Badnook?
Yeah. Who my father would often cite as being like, you don't want to mess with me. I come from the bloodline of the Wolf of Badnook.
Not scary at all.
This guy, like, right? And he would, like, run around the Scottish countryside, like, raping, pillaging, and burning down churches.
Just all by himself?
Because he was having a bad day.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had a lot of big feelings, the wolf.
He didn't know how to cope.
He did not.
It's not self-soothing.
Oh, man.
He
cried himself. The wolf cried himself.
The wolf cried
Unbelievable.
himself. This is not. This is not even related to skincare.
Oh, it is. No, it's not.
I'm getting a Morpheus treatment tomorrow.
I was going to ask you about
Thursday.
that. I was going to ask you about that. So, what are you getting
Wolf
it for?
and Morpheus. I like these two words already.
Yeah.
The Morpheus Wolf of Badnook.
Holy shit. Yeah, the Morpheus Wolf of Badnook.
Badnook. I want to have a Scottish lady do it who's like, hold down, lassie. So yeah, they stab your face several times. You know this. You know what
no,
the
I've not. I don't
is.
really know that much about the laser treatments.
Oh, well, this is like a microneedling situation.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That it's hooked up to a laser.
Okay.
And so they stab your face several times, all across your face,
Oh my God.
in order to stimulate collagen production.
Yeah.
To like lift your shit, right?
Right.
I'm gonna have to see the before and after photos because I'm going in for my third
Oh shit.
treatment this week, and I'm like, I don't know if this is worth it because I had like a first treatment like a year ago, and I was like, fuck this. This is so painful.
That's what I was going to say. I've heard is so painful.
It's so painful. But if you get the numbing cream,
okay. And you drink it.
You drink it, you shoot it in your veins. You
Sit on
shoot
it.
it between your toes. You get there at least an hour and a half before they are like, oh yeah, 30 minutes of numbing, and then I'm like, no, an hour of numbing, and they're like, okay, you're gonna need, because your pain threshold, you're gonna need. I gave birth vaginally. Like, why is this such a fucking, like? But it's very painful. It's having several needles injected into your face simultaneously, all across your face, and like 3 times across the same area.
Oh my God. How long is the total treatment?
Like 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. That's a long time to be in pain.
It is a long time to be in pain. And then like if you do the PRP, they like take like plasma that
the
was
rich-
drawn
yeah.
from your own body and smear blood on your face. I don't need all that. I'm not doing that. I'll get like the plant stem cells. I do the
Okay.
plant stem
Okay.
cells. Like cut them open. I'm already dealing with a shot up face, you know?
Oh my God.
I feel like Deadpool, which is an awesome movie. You should go see Deadpool and Wolverine. It was fantastic. I saw it. It was a blast.
What about, what is there blood on the face scene?
No, it's just he heals.
Oh,
Both of them
okay.
heal. And I'm excited by it. Oh,
Nikki,
I
were you
see
looking for
this.
this?
Oh, I wasn't looking for that, but I was looking for my my aquaphor because my lips are sticking together. But here's the face that usually sits back here. So this is you.
We called
Why
ahead.
am I so
big
hot?
is you. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I have that because I do facial massage. That's my specialty, is doing like buccal massage and facial massage. I've been doing that for 25 years.
What's buccal massage?
It's like your buccinator, and then you go inside the mouth and you get the jaw and stuff like that, and it helps to loosen up your jaw. It's really amazing
Oh.
treatment. When you're done healing from your Morpheus, come and see me. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it.
I would love that. I grind my teeth.
Oh yeah,
I,
then you would love
I
it.
crank my jaw, like, you know, the Joe we were talking about. Like I have to use the Calm app just to pee. You know, like I clench my jaw. I just got a dental cleaning today, and they were like, "Oh, it's a good thing that you use like because I have a like it's not a Invisalign, it's the Smile Direct like discount version of Invisalign, right?"
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, it's a good thing that you use that because you are chomping down on your jaw." And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
and I'm like, "Hey man, you know, I'm stressed, you know,
Yeah.
all the time. Also, I also, you know, do martial arts and people punch me in the face. And in order to prevent your jaw from being broken, you have to clench your
Yeah.
teeth
Ah.
down. Or when somebody hits you,
Mhm.
they're going to dislocate your jaw,
Yeah.
which is why Ronda Rousey, you know, like when you see boxers who have to have their jaw like sewn together.
Oh my God.
But there's also so much. I mean, even if she clenched her jaw
Mhm.
on that impact of that foot, I don't think that would be able to absorb a hit like that.
No.
You know what I mean? So like you clench your jaw so you don't dislocate your jaw and you pray for the best.
Well, you were
Yeah.
saying that you had a hard time peeing with the Calm app.
Yeah.
Your pelvic area is connected to your jaw in fascia wise.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and it's really interesting. You should look it up. We don't have time to get too much into it, but
We're very busy.
we're very busy.
Well,
I
I was-
right now.
I also
we haven't even got
spent
to the
a
topic
lot
yet.
of time talking about shit that I did not know I was going to talk about.
No.
I feel like I should be like, tell me about this, and I'm going to be quiet.
You don't have to be quiet.
It's all fascinating.
It is fascinating. Yeah,
It is
I
fascinating.
want to hear more. We'll have you on
I want to hear
again,
more
too.
about what you're doing. I just vomited what I'm thinking.
That's your job, though. You did your job.
Thank you. You're doing your job.
Okay.
But I want to hear more about your job.
Well, we came here to talk about adhesions.
Nikki, what are
Well, I don't even
adhesions?
know what that is.
Well, adhesions. Okay, so like adhesive tape, right? Adhesive tape.
Yeah.
It sticks. So something that's stuck down. So adhesions are when, basically when I've made look at my notes, how gigantic they are.
Big
They're
fonts.
bands of scar tissue that form in between different surfaces, like two surfaces inside the body,
Mhm.
and it causes them to stick together, right?
Wow.
Oh, can I show you different parts of my body and you let me
Yeah.
know what's happening?
Yep.
What's that?
That's a scar. And so
Is
there's
that
an
an adhesion?
There's going to be an adhesion anytime you have scar tissue because that's how your body heals it. It's a natural part of the healing process. So in that case, it's probably not harmful to you. It's just hanging out there.
Like a white caterpillar looking for its food.
It looks a little bit raised. Is it?
Yeah, it's raised. It's like a little caterpillar. Go ahead, touch it. Go ahead, touch it. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, it's slightly raised. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not like a keloid or anything like that. Or if it is, it's not very pronounced.
So it actually like so the scar tissue or whatever, like if you have because I've had like burns here before on my forearm,
Mhm.
and it almost felt like it was like almost like lowered, almost like I couldn't really move it.
Right,
was
because it's
stuck to
stuck down,
And
right?
that's how it heals.
Yeah, and that's how it heals.
Oh.
Okay.
Anything from like damage to the tissue, like trauma, surgery. You can actually get adhesions from, doing filler in your face can cause adhesions. They're showing that, like, where it's like healing and then so it's being stuck down. And not to say don't do filler, but I'm just saying, like, it can be something that will cause an adhesion in your face or anywhere else. But scars, other facial procedures. Let's see what else. Repetitive movements is a big one too. So if you're getting like a wrinkle like here or here or here, it's because we move it or we smush it, at night, and it's a repetitive movement that happens and then it forms underneath, right? Yeah, exactly. So you know how to do that. That's really good also to loosen up the lymph as well.
Feels so good to open up your nose like that too.
Oh. I get sinus issues. So like my 11s are adhesions.
Basically, yeah, because you've made that face so many times.
I've been like, what you talk about? And it fucked my face up.
Everybody does it though. Everybody does it. So there are things you can do to loosen it. There's things that you can do to, like facial massage. I see. This is a perfect episode to not talk that much about the actual topic because there's not a ton of stuff that I was going to actually bring up, but there are a few things you can do. Like I brought this little, I think we have an episode where we use the
facial cupping.
The facial cupping, right? And that's what that's for.
Yeah.
And this is temporary, but you can loosen up the fascia and loosen up the adhesions, and you just, you drag it along. Be careful. You probably want to learn how to do it first before you try it,
and put like lots of face oil over.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, you don't want it to stick,
and like serum and shit. Can you? Here's my question: Can you? Because I am 5'0". I'm not a cop, but I am 50. Can you get like Botox and like fillers and shit, and also do facial massage and cupping and all of that without it dispersing?
You have to wait a certain period of time. They would tell you to wait at least 2 weeks before you would have filler or Botox before you would do facial massage. You don't want to migrate.
Yeah.
So that's really important, but you can do it. Absolutely.
And it'll still it'll still be a benefit. It
Absolutely.
won't be like okay, cool. Cause like I get my 11s done. Like I know I'm supposed to do it like every 4 months.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I do it like every 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
That's
That's
to
good
give
though.
my face a break. I don't want to be like one of those chicks who's like trying to look like something I never was.
Yeah. You always were a little bit like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I'll try a new hair color or a new hairstyle, but I don't want to be like, hey, like, what's up? Mystique. Why your lips? Why do you have the lips of like a bass fish? That are disproportionate to like your face.
Yeah.
Like. I mean, would I like to have the lips of Angelina Jolie?
Oh my God.
Yeah. But would they look good on me?
No.
Absolutely not.
People get really like myopic when they just see the one part of their body and not imbalanced with the rest of their face.
She and I both are squovals.
Excuse me?
You know how you have like a square face or an oval face?
Oh,
she and I are both squovals.
Squovals. I like that. Yeah, I can see
you
that.
You haven't heard Squoval?
No.
Oh,
I heard of Rory Squoval. I like him. He's a very funny comedian. Rory Squoval is great, but yeah, I never heard. Interesting.
Squoval. I'm a squoval.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes bangs dangerous.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Ovals can do bangs. Squares can't.
Too much real estate up here to do the bangs, I would think.
Or
from here to here.
Yeah. You don't want to compress.
Okay.
The size of your face. You want to elongate the height of it,
right,
and then decrease the width, because women have to always be smaller unless your length is high, right?
Yeah.
So we're always trying to make ourselves look longer and leaner.
Plus, we get more square as we get older.
Yeah,
just naturally.
Which is why square jaws age better than ovals. So, haha, bitch, who looked better than me at age 13. look who's sagging now. Bitch didn't have no jowls, didn't know how to deal with it. I did, bitch. What's up? So,
They were just jealous of you.
yeah.
Oh, that
Man.
was yeah.
Let's record this episode, though. I think we should probably get
let's
some
turn
audio.
the tape on.
Yeah.
It's time to press record.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But that's interesting, though, because it does make sense as you get older.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact, my face is too round to do bangs.
He's almost a squoval though.
You have bangs right now.
I know.
Well, I don't have like the
He
typical.
looks better with them off his face though.
Yeah,
I'm constantly
I don't
taking
even.
him off his
Yeah,
face.
I need to do. I don't like my hair super like if the hair's
Bulbous.
here,
Yeah.
because then I feel like I'm just like a round head, or I look like Queen Latifah haircut.
We
in like
gotta,
the 90s.
you gotta like here's what happened. You like that's why like you remember Home Chick, you lean this shit. That's like whenever you pull up all your sides, not do a fucking top knot, do a fucking top knot, and then you put that shit right up there.
Perfect.
What's fucking happening, man? What's up?
I don't know what is happening right
That
now.
was-
yeah.
It
That's
looks
a
Why
very
does that
different
pull
look.
down some tendrils?
No, that's a very good look.
What's up?
I like that you can do
What's
this without
up?
looking.
I don't.
This is
Yeah,
really
I can't see what's happening right
But
now,
you've-
but I just
Now it's
know-
become like a wave. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There you
we
go,
gotta
yeah. You
like
gotta reach high
you
the-
do the high. You gotta do the fucking Beethoven. Is
Mhm.
it the fucking Beethoven or the Dracula or
Was
like
it-
that?
oh, like
really
the-
fucking
Yeah,
You lost your
like-
tendril. Get your tendril in there, that front part. There you go.
it's like I was gonna say flock of seagulls,
yeah. The
Yeah.
fuck.
but it's more like a gaggle of geese.
yeah. Center that shit.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking Snooky. The Snooki.
Oh right, yes,
Yes,
the Snooki,
yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
Snooki was like Snooki is like 3 feet tall,
But she's
Mhm.
got 14 bumpets
but
in her
she
hair.
has lots of bumpets, and
Oh.
then you bump the top,
Mhm.
makes your
Interesting.
face look taller.
Yeah.
When I fucking tease that shit, big. I'm from Texas, and you want a big Texas hair, tiny Texas waist, big Texas tatas,
I love that
and
song.
that's all. And it will look for it on Spotify. It's called objectifyingwomen.com. That's my band.
I love it. This is not a .net. This is just.
It's true. .org.
Yeah.
.org slash.
Is that why guys have man buns? They make
Oh,
themselves look
I think
taller.
taller.
or just
That's why the Romans did it.
Really?
Not to
Oh.
like attract the honeys, although I'm
Mm.
sure it helped, but like to make you look longer and leaner and more intimidating.
That makes sense.
So like Roman fucking soldiers had
Yeah.
a mohawk, and that is why to make them look
Oh.
you know what I
Wow,
mean?
that's
And that's why
interesting.
people, the higher the hair, the leaner your face, right? And
Mhm.
like the higher the ponytail.
Mhm.
You know, like a low ponytail
Yeah.
is sad. A low ponytail is like, oh, I'm a sad lady who's I just want to get through the day.
I do like a low ponytail on me,
I-
though. As long
you-
as there's a fake ponytail attached to it, though, to
You
balance it out.
Could work with that. I can't. I have to have a very high ponytail that says, yes, yes today. Hello.
I like
know?
yes
Yes
today.
today.
Yes today is great.
That's another good improv.
Oh yes, today.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, we do a lot of
Yesterday.
improv stuff with like the yes and, but we like do like real life
We do our
improv
own
stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
no
uh,
end.
No and or like hold on, give me a second. Like when somebody says something or
I don't believe you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of improv games.
Yeah.
I do. I don't
Yeah.
believe you a lot with most people I know.
You just end
That's
it
a
right
good
there. Yeah.
standard.
And then I hang up the phone.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not into
it's a
this.
shame we can't hang up on people like we used to.
God, I know.
You just slam the
force.
phone down. But
Yeah.
no, when I slam the phone down, I just break my.
Here, you want to do it?
I love it. Wait,
Yeah,
hold
pretend
on.
like you're on a phone call.
Hello. I don't believe you. I'm out of practice.
That's so funny.
They're like, hello? She's still there.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hello. You have to
Hello?
hang up. I can't call unless you hang up.
I can't read because you hang.
Oh my god.
They get it.
They,
get
they
the point.
understood.
That's-
Yeah, they heard it drop on the counter.
I feel like that's like kind of where we're at in society is like they get it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like no. And then
Done. Yeah.
So, if she's making the sound of or making the action, if you're just listening, of pressing the button,
Mhm.
pressing
Shutting it off,
the
you're done.
button.
Yeah.
which
you
is
know?
it's just displays how incredibly not climactic that is. It's just like
It's
Yeah.
so I next I don't want to do that anymore. When I angrily hang up on somebody, I'm gonna yell, "Angrily hanging up on you," and then press the button or like hit something.
Yeah.
Right? I think that like
hit a gong maybe or something
I
afterwards.
have a gong at my house.
Oh, that's perfect. It's
It's
especially
not
with your
as
hairdo at the
big.
moment. By the way,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a tiny gong, but I need a bigger one so that I can like stand by it.
That's so ridiculous. I have a tiny gong,
And
and then
then I need a bigger one. That's what Sandra said when we first met.
she said, "You can't go gong with a bigger one." I said,
Right.
"Oh, that's weird. Why would you make that wordplay about my penis?" But that's fine.
All right, let me just get back to this really fast because I
yes.
just want
Can
to
we
get through.
adhere to what we're talking
Yes,
about
let's
here?
adhere to the
Thank
topic
you.
just for a few.
Oh, yes.
So there's not a ton of stuff that you can do. You can get surgery to like get into the fascia, but the problem is that it can make more scar tissue. So that's not necessarily on the table for everybody. You can use a gua sha, which
I do that.
Okay, good. And as a matter of fact, I have one. Amazon, the Amazon delivery driver has the one I was going to bring for you today. So
Thank
I will send you
you.
one in the mail just to know that I had it. And then I think that's pretty much it. You can do things like fascia also will, like, if it's tight around your fat, will give you the cellulite. And so there's adhesions in there. And then,
I have a fascial blaster.
there you go.
And
Oh,
I
wow.
coat myself in oil and use it. And do you do it in just one way, or do you do it like a 4-way situation?
With the I
fascia
don't have a
blaster.
fascia blaster, but I do endermology, which is like a rolling sucking. So, and you do it in all different directions. When I do it on other people, it's
Could I
so-
come back
yeah,
and bring my fascia blaster?
absolutely.
And then have you just like go to town and find out what's happening.
Yes, absolutely.
And just like, I'm going to yell if it's too painful, because
Uh-huh.
it does get painful.
Yeah.
But just break up that cellulite, because I want to look good at the pool, and I don't care who I hurt. Even if
Absolutely.
it's me.
The woman I used to work for, she did faces, right? So she's the one that lifted the faces, but she had a sister named Uta, and Uta was in Beverly Hills, and she was known for doing with her hands. She was such a strong German woman. She would just rip your flesh, like not with blood, but you would be
Yes.
bruised, but you wouldn't have to do it again for a really long time because she just ripped the shit out of you. And then your body would look like, more smooth, and it would, you wouldn't lose weight, but you would lose inches, and you probably would lose some water, I would assume.
I love a deep tissue massage. I'm the only person who's like, when I go in, I'm like, hey lady, like, beat my ass. Like, Coop and his dad will all go get massages with me, and I'm like, we'll get Thai massages, and I'm like, beat my ass. Like,
I just feel like that's a part of your
like
your
the
character a
fucking-
little bit, your personality maybe a little bit
Yeah.
too.
I'm like, imagine I said something awful about you, like, kick my ass,
Yeah.
kick my ass.
Nikki, you're like that too. You like getting massages, like, and feeling it,
Deep.
right?
Yeah, I like to
Tissue.
feel it. Yeah, I like to feel the
Yeah.
flesh being pulled
I'm
away
kinda
from my
scared
body.
to
Yeah.
do it that much.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it
I'm
hurts.
not used to them, but yeah.
The more toxic you are
hurts.
too, the more it hurts.
Mm.
The more toxic you
yeah,
are.
like,
Oh
believe
god,
it or
now
not-
you sound like a lot of my friends.
Really? Oh, yeah.
You said toxic?
Not personality wise. Just
You were so toxic. I
yeah.
can't.
But like, okay, so I do facial massage, and I work on anybody, right? So I've worked on people who are very heavy, and you would think you would have to get in there harder when you're doing it, but really, because your body pushes everything out into your fat, they're more sensitive and it's more painful.
Yes.
Mm.
So that's why it's you would have to be more gentle on someone who's heavier than
I
someone
say
who
yes
isn't.
because I know that. Like, I have a friend that walks by and just will just, give a little pat on my love handle, and it hurts terribly.
No.
Because it's like,
Really?
I'm like, oh, why? Yeah, because it's like almost like a sting.
Who does that?
Some people that don't, I think they know what they're doing.
They know who they
I
are.
think they know that's a
nice.
fatty area, and they're like,
That's why in Muay Thai and in American Kenpo, they encourage us to punch the liver.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
That
Yeah.
sounds dangerous.
Yeah, you punch the liver, you punch the kidneys. Like we in American Kenpo, you which is one of the I love American Kenpo because we study the body and the organs and where they are and how to destroy them. And
I love that.
And the best ways
so,
to do it, right?
That's the American part of Kenpo.
Destroying your organs.
Yeah. That's why liver shots are so effective. If you ever watch a boxing match and some guy goes down from a body shot, it's most likely the liver. And if you punch somebody in the kidneys hard enough, they'll pee blood.
Oh my God. Where's your liver, by the way? Here?
It's on your
side,
right side underneath,
Okay.
right by your ribs.
Oh my God.
right underneath your ribs. So you just skirt on over to there, and then your kidneys are cruising around your spine.
They're right here, right?
In the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also punch the where the brainstem connects to the spine.
Yeah.
But that's a kill shot. You don't want to do that.
That's
unless
your
somebody's
occipital point right there.
Yeah.
Really
That's
Annoying
insane.
you? If somebody's really
yeah,
pissing
if
you
somebody cuts in front of you and lying, that's when you want to use that shit.
off? Yeah.
Do you know self-defense? Did you originally start that way, or I want to take self-defense so I can walk down the
I
street?
love self-defense. My stepdad was a boxer, and he was a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. So we would, whenever me and my siblings would have a fight, an argument, they would put boxing gloves on us and have us fight on the lawn because we're from Texas, and that's how we deal with shit. And we never talk about it. It's just whoever punched the other person out wins the argument.
Wow.
Is
very
that good
direct.
for conflict resolution? I've had to go to a lot of parenting classes because I've been informed in the state of California that is not legal. I'm doing quote hands right now. It's frowned upon. I'm doing quote hands, but formal training, and then I did Muay Thai in a warehouse that didn't have air conditioning, a steel warehouse in downtown Houston with a bunch of guys who had face tattoos.
Oh my God.
It was a lot of fun. And then when I moved here, I started taking American Kenpo, which is really fun because there's some Shaolin Kung Fu in there, and now I do that, as well as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, Muay Thai, American boxing.
Wow.
And yeah.
Are
So
there
these are
belts?
these,
Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
so you dabble in all of these, or is there something you're focused
I
on?
I dabble, but the big one is American Kenpo, and I'll be testing for my blue belt in that soon. And I've done some Kung Fu, and American Kenpo is a really long system. So blue belt is it's your water belt, where everything is like orange. When I did orange, it was my tiger belt, where it's all very Shotokan, rigidity, power, and then now I'm all about, it's supposed to be all about flow, and Krav Maga is it's all very in American Kenpo, when you kick a guy in the nuts, you kick him with 110 pounds of your force, right? You want to throw the nuts to the top of the roof of their mouth.
Oh my
right?
God.
Like the sledgehammer gang.
Yeah.
Game. Ding. And then
Ding.
Yeah. The
It's all
circus.
about the study of physics and how when somebody punches you, you hit them 20 times and you ricochet off your own body in order to increase the velocity and the speed.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
it's-
You're working with energy, right?
Working with energy.
Super cool.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very cool. And I love that part of it.
That's fascinating.
Krav Maga is all you deal with the immediate threat, and you don't need to punch the nuts to the top of their mouth. you just need to punch their nuts, and 10 pounds or 120 pounds, it's gonna do it,
Yeah.
right?
Okay,
you
yeah.
know, whereas I'm like, but how do you generate enough power to split them in half like a fucking Mortal Kombat game? You know, like Krav Maga's like, just get away.
What vitamins do
Yeah.
you take, by the way?
I'm taking testosterone.
Oh, I would love to talk
which
about
is
that.
Great. Like, I lost my kill instinct. This time last summer, I couldn't like punch a person in the face without crying about how I might have made them feel, or get punched in the face, you know, without crying about how
Isn't that
I
how
felt.
normally we are? Like, or
I know,
You
but
weren't
like,
you weren't man enough. Men don't care. Is that
men
what you're
don't-
saying?
Yeah,
Is that
right.
Is that what you're saying or no?
I felt like I used to, like, when I was 30, I would punch people in the face, friends, just to watch their
Friends.
just to watch their expression change.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
if
Okay,
we
yeah.
were like play fighting, you know, and then like I started going through perimenopause, and then I was like, oh, I don't feel good about getting. I mean, I'd like listen to Sarah McLachlan on my way to karate.
oh my God.
You know what I
Oh.
mean? And I'd like feel bad. I painted myself into an untenable position where, like, if I get hit, it's because I'm awful, and if I hit somebody else, it's because I'm awful.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I started upping my testosterone, and I was like, whatever happens, bitch. You know, let's fucking. I was talking to my neighbors, a lovely pair of lesbians, about werewolves, and I ripped my tank top down the center like Hulk Hogan,
Like Hogan, oh yeah.
but not at like an RNC event. You know, it was like, because I was like, I'm feeling this shit, you know, and they were like, dear
Wow.
God, and I was like, yes. and so yeah, I do that, and I like to wrestle. I like to wrestle my friends. They don't like it. My husband and I used to wrestle, which is part of the reason why I got pregnant. As I'd be like, hey, I was doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu before I got pregnant. And then and I'd be like, I'd come home and I'd be like, attack me, you know? And he thought it was really fun, but I didn't know how to put him in the guillotine.
Oh shit.
And we just end up having sex, right? And now he attacks me and he's like, no. No. And I'm like, what do you he's like, this is a very different game. So yeah, like I'm a dabbler, but I'm really focused on American Kenpo and BJJ, and
I shouldn't say dabble, it's study.
I
'Cause
study.
dabbling almost feels like it's like, meh, you know, but
I
studying is kind of like the interest you have for it. And,
I
yeah.
feel like they all have a lot of the same, like, you know, like in Muay Thai, the stance is different than Taekwondo, and I'm like, oh, how do you generate your power? Like, you know, like Taekwondo will pull back their kick, and Muay Thai will like follow their whole body through, and then American Kenpo like splits the difference, because Muay Thai is more powerful, Taekwondo is quicker, but American Kenpo splits the difference, and the goal is limb destruction.
Whoa.
You know, like in Muay Thai, it's limb destruction, and in
Oh.
American Kenpo, it's fabric softener, or they call it a fabric softener.
Okay.
It's a chess piece move to, like, you want to like
disable
move their
them, or-
knee.
Oh.
You want to punch them here so that their head. You want to like kick them in the nuts so that their head comes down, so that when you give them an uppercut,
Oh,
you've
wow.
got the physics of gravity plus the motion of their head coming down plus your rotation of your hip. And so it's like they call it a car crash. And then once you hit their head, you can fold your elbow, and
Whoa.
it's all like, it's like a chess game with
Mhm.
American Kenpo.
Yeah.
Whereas Muay Thai, it's like, I mean, it is a chess game too, but it's also like, if you land some shit, I don't know. I find the study exciting.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, it really is.
I totally missed my window of being an MMA fighter, but I will be at MMA class on Wednesday at 7 a.m.
Dude, you're badass. I love that.
to tackle people, and I'm gonna try to tackle some of my friends. Thank you.
That's so cool. And no, would you do this with like let's say an edible or something like that, or do you do that at home when you're practicing, like kind of a
yes and yes.
Perfect. I like that.
I like
That's
I'll take an edible, but it'll be like when I'm when I feel very good about what's going to be happening during the day. Like I'll take like half an edible.
Mhm.
Like I saw a friend of mine, another stand-up comedian, I will redact her name, but I saw her over at a Brazilian jiu-jitsu class that was like a one-off class, and her toe was taped up. And I was like, "What's up with that?" And she was like, "Oh," and I could smell the weed off of her.
Oh, that's
she like smoked pot in the parking lot before coming in.
Oh my God.
And you can do that if you know who you're going to be paired up with.
Sure.
But if you're going to be paired up with like a stranger, my advice is to not be high.
It's very
Or,
sound
like,
advice.
Yeah.
Like just a little high to where you're like, "Oh yeah,
Like
man,"
loose, maybe?
and then just tell your partner, "Hey man, I took an edible before I came in here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try to break my arm, like if we're doing arm bars
Yeah.
today, let's just go really slow." Cause like that's the thing, you know, like
Yeah.
I have a neighbor who's a fucking badass, and he helped train me like for cause we also have to fight. Like we have to spar for our belt tests.
Mhm.
You have to fight each other in the ring. And I'm like, "Oh God, great. Now I get to fight a 20-year-old guy and wonder why I'm out of breath." And so I had my friend Emiliano, who's like a black belt in a different form of karate, and he's doing Krav Maga. And I was like, "Hey, help me with my sparring, because I think my footwork needs help." Right? My footwork is like, I'm not going to be able to advance in any form unless I get my footwork under control.
Yeah.
It's such a, I'm like a stand-up comedian, but I'm like, my footwork. And he has punched me in the face several times, trying to get me ready.
Oh my God.
And he's fantastic. Why did I start talking about him?
Were you getting high? The edibles?
Oh, yeah. So I was like, "Hey, don't come in here like getting all high," because this guy who's an excellent fighter,
Mhm.
who has like a 1.5 foot reach on me. He's way taller. If I manage to get in on him, I have to like go on Mike Tyson, like
Oh.
where you cover your face and you go in really close, and
Mhm.
and that's how, and you know, and be very, very quick. So that's the only time I was ever landing anything on him. But you can't do that, you know, when you're like all fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You know, even this guy who's better than me, he's objectively a better fighter than I am. He has more experience, he had more mass, longer reach. Last time I saw him, he had a black eye.
Wow.
And I was like, "What's up with that, dude?" And he was like, "Hey, you know, because he's Italian." He was like, "So, you know, I was fighting a guy. I punched him in the face. It's nice. But you know, we start the wrestling. He distend my elbow, and he punched me in the face. He put his elbow in my eyeball, and I'm like, okay, so this is where you like try to know your training partner, so that you aren't immediately going to, you know, I dropped my elbow into your eye socket.
Oh my God.
You know? So I'm like, "Hey, Emiliano, why don't we wrestle?" And then my husband's like, "I don't know how I feel about you wrestling our male neighbors."
Yeah.
You know? Like, because I was like, "We can put the gymnastics mat out on the lawn." And I'm like, let's tussle. And he's like, "Please don't."
That's fucking hilarious.
So I mean, marriage is a compromise, right?
It is a compromise, and as long as you can get aggression out emotionally and physically, I think it'll work. I think we have to wrap it.
I do too.
Let's have you please come back.
Yeah, we're gonna have you back, and
Please come
I
back.
want to beat the shit out of you with the fascia blaster.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
I
And
wanna
I
know
can be
more about
like,
your journey as well.
"Hey,
Absolutely. Well, she can talk about that while I'm beating her up.
please beat me up." And because I have no tolerance for pain. I hate it. And I can be like, "Hey, you destroying the cellulite is nice."
I like it's the Italian Borat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So yes, I will. I'll wear like
yeah.
a bathing suit, or not. Fuck it,
Whatever.
And we'll just like, yeah, we'll
knock
I'll
it
have
out.
We'll knock it out.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, please torment my cellular fat.
Liz, where can we find you?
The social
I don't
medias.
know. You can find me. I'm on Instagram at Stewart Barnes.
That's right. Barnes at the end.
And I'll be on the next Growling show for
Oh,
Bad
awesome.
Company, which will be the last Thursday of next month.
This will be out
which will be
this week.
August.
So yeah, so that's perfect. So, they'll be
the
able
last
to go see
Thursday
it.
of August, you can find me on Bad Company.
Right.
Awesome.
Which is a lot of fun. I love that. Yeah, improv's fun.
We're not good at it, and that's what we like about it.
Yeah, that's what we like.
What? I bet you
yeah.
both are great at it.
No, we're trying. We're
See, she
inventing-
said no.
Yeah, see exactly. Yeah,
See?
no, yeah. See, I
You
say
said
no.
I bet you're good at it. She said no. So right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what we do. We deny,
say-
deny.
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 Anyways,
Anyways, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I am so glad that you came, and we're definitely for sure having you back. If I didn't
Thank
have
you.
somebody for next week, I would just probably have you just come back next week. But I will have you back soon.
Yeah,
So there's a
fuck
part
them.
two. I
Have
know.
me come back.
You know what? Maybe we'll do two, and we'll do back to back. All right.
Yo, fuck them.
Yeah.
My family's probably gonna go see the Perseids in Arizona with
wow.
the in-laws. So
Oh,
I'll be
wow.
at home, just
Oh,
fucking,
perfect.
just fucking
Snorting
wrestling,
fucking testosterone.
snorting testosterone, wrestling my neighbors. Hit me up. I'll be back, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Mm.
And you guys, thanks for tuning in.
Fucking
Don't
blast.
forget to subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. Bye, guys.
Subscribe and
Bye.
like to subscribe.
Yeah, do all those things.
Oh, there was a camera there this whole time.
Yeah, there's that one, this one,